to share an update about Bitcoin price action and my strategy of how I will be accumulating Bitcoin. So let's jump without any further ado straight to the charts. So here we can see a descending triangle which has been formed in Bitcoin ever since it reached that peak of 13,800 on June 26th. And as you can see, we have been creating lower highs and we have been consolidating in the $10,000 range for almost 3 months now. And this is a bearish pattern. You can see a diagonal resistance line which has been created by these lower highs, and then you have these lower levels which are forming a support at around $9,000 or $9,100. Eventually, how I see it play is, as the support line is tested one more time, it will eventually weaken and the price might fall down to lower levels. Or there could be another scenario which will be a bullish or a bull trap, wherein the price will break the diagonal resistance but it will fail to follow through by means of some volume. It needs some volume to follow through and reach those higher prices. And we can see that the volume has been declining. We have seen a declining volume ever since it reached that high of 13,800, and now we are at a below average volume. We need more volume to basically break up or down from this triangle. So once this support is broken, we will reach lower price ranges, and which are represented by this blue rectangle over here. And now, why I am so sure that the price will go down, I will come to that, but we need to keep in mind that tomorrow, September 23rd, this day we have BAKKT launch. BAKKT is going to launch on this day, and BAKKT is basically a futures contract for institutional investors to invest in Bitcoin. BAKKT launch, I believe, is good for the long run because it will allow institutions to comfortably participate in investing in Bitcoin. However, in the short term, in the near future, such as in the following week, I believe it will be a buy the rumor and sell the news kind of thing. You know what I mean? So another reason why I'm confident or more bearish in the short term that the price will dip before it reaches those enormous levels of 100,000 or 200,000 in the next few years is because I see a majority of people on Twitter, they are expecting higher prices. They are expecting to break out of this bullish or this bearish triangle to the upside. And here I can show you a tweet from Josh Rager. Josh Rager basically conducted this poll on Twitter, and he found out that the majority of people believe that we will break out of this compressed triangle or descending triangle to the upside rather than to the downside. He got 3,956 votes. You know what happens when a majority of Twitter folks believe that the price will go up? The price usually falls down. And that could be a perfect buying opportunity, because we have to keep the long-term perspective of the levels Bitcoin will reach. It was $100 few years ago. It was $500 a few years ago. Now it's $10,000. Based on those trajectories and the happening event we will have in May of 2020, wherein the supply of Bitcoin, the new supply that is being created in terms of the rewards generated to miners for verifying the transactions will be reduced by half. That will create a reduced future supply, a reduced new supply creation of Bitcoin, which will eventually increase the demand. And yeah, like in past, it has shown the price to go up to enormous levels. So the price basically goes up into a parabolic bull run after the halvening. It goes to a parabolic phase of reaching new all-time highs after the halvening, as has been shown in the past. So with that long-term perspective in mind, I would like to show my strategy, which is to buy in this blue triangle. What would happen after we break to the downside of this blue triangle is we have the 200-day moving average acting as support. The 200-day moving average is right now at around 8,200, and if the price continues to stay within this triangle for another 1 or 2 weeks, then the moving average will catch up with the price, and eventually it may meet it somewhere between $8,500 to $8,700. That would be a good buying point as well. And for the short amount of time, it could dip below the 200-day moving average, and this blue box from 8,500 to 7,500 is a good accumulation zone or demand zone in my opinion. What I would do when the price falls to this 8,500 level is I would dollar cost average. So the dollar cost average strategy works in a way that whenever the price falls, you invest small amounts of money instead of going all in at a certain price level. I can show you this strategy with a spreadsheet of mine. So here is, let's say you want to spend $1,200 on buying Bitcoin. When the price falls to 8,500, you invest $300 to buy Bitcoin. You buy 0.035 Bitcoin. And then at every time the price falls by $300, you buy $300 worth of Bitcoin, which if you do it until $7,600 level, you end up investing $1,200 in Bitcoin and buying 0.149 Bitcoin. Now your average price to buy so much of Bitcoin is $8,036, which in comparison to your future targets is a great deal. Now maybe let's say our price doesn't stop at 7,500 and it could then potentially stop at 6,000 level. Maybe we can find a local bottom at a 6,000 level, but I don't think it will go to $4,000 level. But still, dips are a great buying opportunity, and if you do continue the strategy all the way to $4,300, you end up buying Bitcoin at an average price of 6,128. So you spend $4,500 to buy 0.734 BTC. So that is all, friends. So tomorrow will be a back launch. We will see if this theory holds true or not. And till that time, stay safe. Invest only after doing a good amount of research. Don't take my word as a financial advice. And stay safe. So bye. See you next time.